This Twitch partner made the swap from Twitch to YouTube and went from 120 average viewers on Twitch to over 1,000 average on YouTube on their very first stream. You see, every single person I talk to about YouTube streaming right now is wrong. And every time I make a video about YouTube streaming, despite being able to show how powerful this platform is for a new creator, I get flooded with comments like these.
YouTube has no discovery.
You need 5 categories.
What? Normally I'd be receptive to this criticism of a platform, except the problem is whenever I make a video about Twitch, the comments are flooded by the same people saying this. Twitch has no discovery.
It doesn't help more streamers the mouth. Cap.
Normally I'd be receptive to this criticism of a platform, except the problem is you can't have it both ways. It makes no sense. So before we jump into an interview I did with that Twitch creator I mentioned, it's important to explain what the heck you guys mean when you say Twitch has no discovery. Here is the thing, Twitch has no algorithm. That's just a fact. It lacks any way to distinguish if a streamer is good or bad, which means it then can't recommend that streamer to the correct audience who would like their content. You could have the most engaging, entertaining, and amazing stream on Twitch, but Twitch won't push that out because if you have 0 viewers to them, that's not worth pushing. That is the major issue. Twitch uses viewer count as the main metric. If you have a viewer, you can gain more viewers. It's called a Kingmaker system because kings at the top of the category continue to grow with no chance for the little guy, you, the peasants, to grow as well. Except I don't even know if that's true anymore. We often believe if we can get to the top of a game's category on Twitch that we will grow. But every Twitch partner I work with these days says that just isn't the case. In fact, these days, everyone I talk to is saying that even the Kingmaker system doesn't help the kings grow. And that growth on Twitch has completely dried up since lockdown ended. And don't even get me started on how Kick uses the same flawed Kingmaker system, but only has 80,000 viewers who are using it, while Twitch has 1.5 million. Also, let's not talk about the fact that most of those 80,000 viewers are bots, or they're just on the platform to watch the top big 3 streamers and nobody else. That's enough doom and gloom though. What was the solution to the Kingmaker system? How did people grow with this system in place? Well, shockingly, to nobody's surprise, it was to use external platforms like TikTok, Shorts, and YouTube videos. You've all heard it before, so you go away and you do just that. And then you send a tiny percentage of viewers from those platforms over to Twitch with links in the description or the comments. This channel is a great example. When I was focused only on this and streaming, I was getting around 400,000 to 500,000 views a month here. And of those viewers, about 1,000 of them would go and follow me on Twitch per month. And then even fewer of those 1,000 would actually come to my stream while I was live, because they weren't actually interested in me, or also most of the time it was just because they weren't even awake when I was live, because it's a global world. So in total, I had about 0.2% of my views on this channel convert to follows on Twitch, and I'd say maybe 1% of that tiny percentage would then actually appear in a live stream. This was, however, the best way to gain a following or viewers on Twitch. Just make amazing content somewhere else, tell them you're live, and keep doing that, and eventually you have a library of amazing content or telling people to go check out this stream you do. But what if there was a better way? This is Eeowna. They are a Twitch partner and creator who now averages around 1,000 viewers on YouTube streams. This isn't a creator like Asmongold, Sodapoppin, or someone who has been doing this for a decade, riding early success. EO started May of 2020 with no online presence, and within 1 year was a Twitch partner with over 100 average viewers. And now just 2 years later, EO averages 300 viewers on Twitch and close to 1,000 on YouTube. I asked her how she managed to do this. EO, can you tell me a bit about how you started and what content you made when you first started?
So I first started at like the middle of the first pandemic, so May, June 2020. I've always loved Nintendo, so that's kind of where I kind of ended up for the longest time, was just purely streaming Animal Crossing and a bit of Pokemon.
When you started, your discovery likely didn't come from Twitch, and if it did, you can tell me, but how did you get such massive growth in your first year?
So I got a majority of my early followers from TikTok, but after I think I hit like partner level, I kind of got stuck around like the 100, 120 viewers. Obviously, when something big happened, it'd go up a little bit, but it always ended up going back down to 100-ish or so viewers.
That's actually really funny. I went through a similar plateau, and many streamers that I know also do. It must have been really frustrating. How did you break through that plateau you were stuck at?
So I'd been streaming for, I think it was 2.5 years at the time. I was mainly playing Animal Crossing, and whenever I played anything other than Animal Crossing, my views dipped massively. I decided I didn't want to play Animal Crossing anymore. I wanted to talk about other games and other stuff on the Nintendo Switch. So that made me start my YouTube channel. So I got to 300 viewers by posting on YouTube and also streaming on YouTube. I think that was probably, you can literally see the point where I did my first ever YouTube stream. Like, it's so clear from my analytics.
People keep telling me that YouTube streaming just feels different or wrong. What was it like for you going live on YouTube for the first time? Did you feel nervous? Were there many viewers there? Your channel wasn't massive at the time, but it was consistently posting, so I'd love to hear your thoughts.
So around September, my YouTube channel was kind of gaining some traction on some different videos, and I kind of picked up that there was a lot of hype about this Disney game. I was excited about it, so was my community. So I decided to make this piece of content all about the game, about everything everyone needed to know about the release of the game, because it was early access. And this came out, I think, a handful of days before I decided that I was going to do my first ever stream on YouTube. So the day before my first ever YouTube stream, I was streaming Animal Crossing to about 120 people. And the next day, for day one of the game release, I went live to YouTube and hit a max viewership of just under 1,000 people. The cool thing about YouTube is you can list a stream before it happens. And I remember messaging people going, I don't know what to do. There's 400 people waiting for my stream that starts in 5 minutes.
So where do you feel like all those viewers came from? People always say YouTube streaming has no discovery. So how did they find you?
So all of those people had seen the thumbnail on their home screen. It was pretty obvious it was a stream. They were all excited to see the game. And so they had clicked it, some of which were following me. There were some people who were also brand new to my channel. And the overwhelming majority had never been in one of my Twitch streams.
Sorry, can we just grab that last part again? They'd never seen a live stream?
Yeah, most of the people who watch me on YouTube have never been in a live stream, full stop. Like, let alone have a Twitch account.
Do you feel like that held back your growth or discovery, having people who weren't really in the streaming culture?
No, I actually think it's a strong part of YouTube, because the beauty of them having never seen a live stream before is once you give them a reason to click it and they find out they like it, you're making your own demographic of stream viewers.
Okay, this might be a big one, but do you think the fact that YouTube lacks game categories to help stream viewers find you is hurting the platform and hurting their creators?
No, I think the fact that Twitch has categories is the thing that's holding me back. I think the issue is I play a lot of indie games. I play, like, you know, not necessarily these really popular AAA titles. So people aren't specifically going out of their way to look up that one game. But on YouTube, you can present the game in a fun and different way that isn't just the title of what the game is. On Twitch, to find you, if you're playing a niche game, people have to be actively looking for that game in order to find your stream.
Can you talk a bit about YouTube stream discovery? How are they finding you specifically, though?
If someone is watching your YouTube video, they will probably know that you're live. So it has a little like circle around your username whenever you're live. So if someone is watching a YouTube video, regardless of whether you promote your own stream or not in your YouTube video, they will be notified or see visually that you are currently live as of right of this moment. So basically, if someone's watching one of your shorts or your YouTube videos, that is already effectively an advert that your stream is up right now.
I know I'm going to get asked in the comments, so I feel like I'll just ask you instead. Brand new streamer or creator, where should they stream or create?
Advising someone to start brand new, I'd probably say go to YouTube. I feel like if you haven't experienced Twitch before, there's nothing to miss. So you just enjoy the streaming on YouTube and enjoy all of the benefits, which is basically you can stream, make videos, and make short form content and never need to add a call to action to make them move to a platform to watch you.
This might sound strange, but I've always felt like YouTube streaming required more effort, but it also has more reward. Do you think that's fair, or is YouTube the same as Twitch in regards to just going live or streaming or making content?
YouTube streaming, there's an expectation of content which isn't always there on Twitch. On YouTube, you are actively competing against people's very put together, very good videos. And if you look at anyone's thumbnail for a video, anything like that, you know that when you want to go live on YouTube, you have to know and think out what you're going to do. And I think for a lot of people, all they want to do is click go live, figure out what they're doing as they're live. And that doesn't work on YouTube.
See, I really love that part about YouTube streaming because it really forces you to be creative and really think, why would someone click this? Why would someone want to watch this? Which I think is a skill as a creator we all kind of need to learn. but Twitch almost lets you be lazy and grind without improvement. But YouTube, every time you go live, it's like, hey, what's the point here? What's the concept? But with all that said, I want to ask, when it comes to YouTube versus Twitch debate, what is something most creators need to hear?
Twitch is relying on me bringing my key demographic to them. Streaming on YouTube, my key demographic is already there, and it's just about them stumbling upon my content. So I'd much rather be on YouTube because in theory, I have to put in less effort to find my people.
Look, I hate to say it, but if we're being honest with ourselves here, you've not learned anything new from this video, have you? You knew Twitch discovery had major issues, and you knew YouTube didn't need categories. YouTube is one of the largest search engines on the internet. It has one of the most effective algorithms for sharing content with the right viewers, and it has billions of monthly active users. It's in its early days for streaming right now, sure. And while you might think it doesn't recommend streams because you personally don't see streams, it just means you don't watch creators who stream here yet, or you just aren't clicking streams, so they aren't recommending them to you. This doesn't mean nobody is seeing streams. The evidence is there with Eeowna, Purple Cliff, with me, and with thousands of other creators. And you already know the truth. If you have to make content on TikTok or YouTube anyway, why bother trying to send 0.2% of the views you get there over to Twitch when you could just stream directly to your audience here? Stream, make videos, make shorts, and make community posts because they'll all feed in together. They'll all get the same audience. And next time someone says, YouTube needs categories, realize they have no idea what they're talking about and are actively asking for the very thing that streamers have complained about for years on Twitch. They can't see that YouTube has chosen to follow the same route they did for videos, and that it's a meritocracy. If you make good, amazing content, you'll get viewers on it. Unlike Twitch, where the rich get richer despite how good the content is. And hey, if you want to see me master 7 skills for content creation in 7 days and break down my entire process, click this video right here. I've been told it's the most valuable video I've ever made.